back to YouTube channel schoolquiz.com. As you know, my name is Danish Agarwal. As we have started our chapter number 1, that is matter in our surroundings. Matter in our surroundings, in which we have discussed what is matter and what are its characteristics. What is matter and what are its characteristics. And today we will discuss difference between its three states of matter, that is solids, liquids and gas. Solids, liquids and gas. So let's start. That is chapter number 1. Chapter number 1, that is matter in our surroundings. Matter in our surroundings, in which we have already discussed what is matter. what is matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. For example, this marker is a matter, like this whiteboard is a matter. Okay, so anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. We have already discussed what is matter, and now we will discuss its three states of matter. Its three states of matter, that is solids, liquid and gas. Solid, liquid and gas. So as we know, what are solid? In which constant particles are quite closer to each other. In which constant particles are quite closer to each other. In case of liquids, that there is some difference in them. Like this is in case of liquids. If we talk about in case of gases, so particles are quite far away. So this is in case of gases. So now we will discuss difference between solids, liquids and gas. Solid, liquid and gas. We have already discussed our terms also, that is what is rigidity, what is kinetic energy, what is compressibility. Okay, so till now if you haven't watched my previous videos, first go and watch that videos and then come to that. Then you will have better understanding of that topic. So let's start. It is, first of all we will write here property. First of all we will write here property, and then we will write here that is solid state, and second one is our that is liquid state, and third one is our gaseous state. Third one is our gaseous state. Solid state, gas, liquid state and gaseous state. So first one is, that is we will write that is interparticle space. Interparticle space. Interparticle space. As we have already discussed that space in solids is quite less. Space in solids is quite less. So that is particles are closely packed. Particles are closely packed. Particles are closely packed. In which this is particles are loosely packed. Particles are loosely packed. Particles are loosely packed, and in this is particles are very loosely packed. Particles are very loosely packed. Particles are very loosely packed. Second one is interparticle forces. Interparticle forces, or we can write it as intermolecular forces. So we will write here that is interparticle forces, or we can write it as intermolecular forces. So in this case, that is it are very strong. These are very strong. As constituent particles are quite closer to each other, that's why there is force of attraction. That's why they are coming closer to each other. There is force of attraction. That's why they are coming closer to each other. So we can write it as interparticle force. In case of solids are very strong, and in this case it is weak. It is weak, and in this case it is very weak. It is very weak. As we know that the particles are quite far. Okay, particles are quite far. Third one is that is nature. That is nature. So we can write it as its nature is these are very hard and rigid. Very hard and rigid. For example, this is a marker. It is rigid in shape. Its shape does not change. It is rigid in shape. So it is very hard and rigid. Very hard and rigid. Next one is that it is fluid. It is fluid. And this one is highly fluid. Highly fluid. As I have told you that fluids are the term which is used for liquids, and gases. So these are fluid. Fluid means they have tendency to flow. As we have already discussed what is fluidity. So what is fluid? They have tendency to flow. And next point is, that is fourth point. Fourth point is, that is compressibility. So compressibility means when we apply pressure on something. So compressibility is, in this case of solid, that is negligible. Because interparticle spaces are very less and their interparticle force is very strong. So in this case it is negligible. And it is very small. We can compress the liquids, but up to a limited extent. Like that we can see that it's very small. And gaseous state, that it is highly compressible. It is highly compressible. As we have already discussed in chapter number 2, that how can we liquefy the gas? By applying the pressure on that. By applying the pressure on that. That is called as compressibility. For example, like if we say that there is a beaker in which gas are there. So when we will apply the pressure, space will be less, volume will be less. Suppose we will apply pressure here. So we can compress it. With the help of that, we can liquefy the gas. As you see that in case of what we use in our houses, that is LPG. So what is LPG? That is liquefied petroleum gas. As we use CNG. So with the help of that, we can compress that. Like CNG is what? Compressed natural gas. We will discuss one by one already that how LPG is used in homes, etc. Okay. So this one is highly compressible. Or fifth point is that is shape and volume. As we know, solids have a definite shape and definite volume. Solids have a definite shape and definite volume. And in this case, as we see that liquids does not have a definite shape but definite volume. Liquids have indefinite shape but definite volume. And in case of gas, that is indefinite shape as well as indefinite volume. Indefinite shape and indefinite volume. So as we see, like it is a marker. It is a Virchow form. It is of solid form. It has fixed shape. Like if it has fixed shape, it has fixed volume. But in case of liquids, we see, suppose we have a container of this size, this shape, container of this shape. So they will gain the shape according to the container. That's why we can see that indefinite shape but definite volume. In which container we will put the liquid, it will occupy or take that shape. But in case of gas, that is indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Suppose we have a in this gas are there, but suppose if we spread it out, in the room, that it will occupy all the room. So we can say that it has indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Suppose we will use deodorants in our house. When we press it out, we get its smell in all our room, so they occupy almost all the space. So we can say that indefinite shape and indefinite volume. So sixth one is that is density. That is density. As in lower classes, you know that what is density? Density is mass by volume. What is density? That is mass by volume. So in this case, we have already know which has maximum density. That is solids. They have high density. And less than the density in the solid state. They have density but less than a solid state. And particles are they have some spaces. So if we see that volume is more and mass is less, but in case of solids, space between them is less, due to which they have high density. And in case of liquids, they have less, and in case of gases, they have very less. So we can write it as that is very low density. Very low density. And seventh one is molecular motion or kinetic energy. Seventh one, we can write it as molecular motion or kinetic energy. So molecular motion or kinetic energy. As we have already discussed what is kinetic energy. When particles move, they possess which energy? They possess kinetic energy. When particles are moving, they are possessing which energy? That is kinetic energy. When they are stationary, they possess potential energy. But when they are moving, they possess kinetic energy. So as we know that solid particles, they are quite closer to each other. So they can't move, but they oscillate on their position, but they vibrate on their position. As you see, like our cell phone, when we put our cell phone on silent, on vibration mode, it vibrates. It doesn't move from one place to other, but it vibrates. As in case of solids, that they don't move from one place to another, but they vibrates on their position, or but they oscillates on their position. So due to which its density is its kinetic energy is very less. So we can write it as low kinetic energy. That is, in case of liquids, that it is comparatively high. And this is very high. And last point is that is diffusion. What is diffusion? When gases move from high concentration to low concentration. When particles move from high concentration to low concentration, that is called as diffusion. So in case of solids, diffusion is negligible. And in this cases, that is slow. That is we can write it as, in case of liquids, that is osmosis. So it is also slow. It is very fast. As we know that how gases move inside the cell and outside the cell with the help of diffusion. Like in which their concentration is high, they will move to low concentration. In that case, we can write it as, in case of gaseous state, the diffusion process is very fast. So this is all about the difference between three shades of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. Solid, liquid and gas. As you know their shapes, you can easily note down the points of difference between them. So just you have to understand the topic and write the points according to your content. So this is all about our difference between, that is solid, liquid and gas. Solid, liquid and gas. I hope that you understand the concept. If you have any queries in any point, you can comment in comment box section, and we will try to remove it out at as early as possible. So thank you very much, students. Thank you very much.